Hey, Supers, Wendy Williams. Letter that put her in a guardianship revealed. We're going to talk about the mess, honey, because they're not letting up off Wendy Williams' neck. And also, Kanye West's wife, Bianca Censori, is sending a direct message to Kim Kardashian. Listen, the industry right now is just pure drama. So this is the letter that put Wendy in a guardianship. It said, "Dear Miss Whoever, Miss Williams has been my patient for over a year now. Over the last 6 months, she has been unable to make reasoned decisions, and her insight and judgment are severely impaired." First of all, that sounds like me. We don't always make sound decisions or reasoned decisions, honey. And my insight on judgment sometime is weird. Now, y'all want to say, something is definitely wrong with Wendy Williams, but after listening to her Breakfast Club interview, I was like, this person is sane. She's a capable woman. She knows exactly what she's saying. And I think the industry is basically doing this to hold her back, to sabotage her. Because when you watch Wendy Williams' show, she really don't hold back on anything that she is saying. She's not afraid to speak up. And her show entails transparency. And I think she knows a lot of stuff. And she did say it on her show. And she mentioned on the Breakfast Club that Diddy got her fired on Hot 97 years ago. So this tells there's a lot of bullying and corruption that takes place in this industry. And they don't want Wendy Williams to come out and speak about nothing because, look, Diddy just got locked up. First of all, there's no sentence hearing as yet. And I think they're just so scared that, Wendy Williams basically doesn't like Diddy one bit. And Wendy Williams knows things. And I feel like there's a lot of people in the industry that is trying to protect Diddy from going to jail. Because, Diddy has so many secrets for them. And Diddy and Wendy Williams, they're enemies, period. Because she mentioned, Diddy got her fired years ago. So they're so very afraid that Wendy Williams might come out and start to dish things on the industry, especially Beyonce and Jay-Z, because they have been so quiet about the Diddy situation. And I think they really have something to do with it. I definitely deep down think they have something, going on. I'm not confirming, honey. I'm not confirming that the Carters are guilty, but I mean, you and Jay-Z are friends. Diddy and Jay-Z, they're good friends. They have been in this industry for years, have worked together for years. There's always pictures going around with Diddy and Jay-Z. They share a very tight bond. And if someone and I share a very tight bond, there's something about the person that I really know. And Beyonce, being the wife of Jay-Z, she knows a lot of stuff too. And I think she's trying to cover it up when she knows plenty of stuff. And y'all want to think she's a saint or, she's just this Snow White person and she doesn't know anything. She knows. I believe Beyonce knows a bunch of stuff. And Candace Owens basically said, Miss Tina Knowles and Beyonce could get my Instagram reels removed, but y'all would never come on the internet and talk about the Diddy situation. Because y'all want to keep it under the rug because y'all mixed up in a lot of dirty deeds and y'all don't want anybody to find out. So y'all really sacrificing Wendy Williams because y'all don't want her to come out and speak. So you guys have her locked up. That letter was so short. That really gave someone the power to put her in a guardianship. That doesn't make sense to me. I hope Wendy Williams get the justice that she deserves because she has been working on it in the courts, and I hope they grant her freedom because that doesn't make any sense. She's a capable woman. She knows how to speak. Someone said, probably she's actually sick, but it's on and off. But why does she need to be in a guardianship? That doesn't make any sense. Moving along, Kanye West is on the Kardashians next. Like, he made this tweet about, Kris Jenner recently signed another contract deal for Kim's sex tape part 2. And I think he's just trolling. And I think he's actually taking his time to reveal what actually happened. And by now, I think everyone knows what happened. We all know. And we all believe that sex tape was actually orchestrated. It was planned by probably Kris Jenner. So Kim could have like a name in this industry, or the sex symbol figure, so she could land Playboy roles. Because y'all see how obsessed Kim is, about the ancient role models like Marilyn Monroe. She's that type of person. She wants that status. She wants that image. And I think it's very tacky that as a woman, you have a sex tape out there, considering that, you actually had the mind set to have kids in the future. I think that's very selfish. But, these people, they worship money. Nothing is above them but money. They care about money. That's the only thing that they care about. And it's really sad because, that's the only thing. You have kids, and putting money over your life and everybody's important. Anywho, Bianca Censori, and this is Kanye's wife, she is not playing around with Kim. Like, she is not goofing around. Now, this page, it's called Bianca Censori, and she's pretending as if she's not the owner. But she sent some very harsh messages to Kim, telling Kim to stay out of she and Kanye's marriage. Like, stay out of our marriage, girl. Kim, you better stay out of my marriage. And she said a bunch of stuff. And I'm going to read what she said, honey, because that girl ain't playing around. Bianca said, I recently found out that Kanye West's ex-wife attempted to reach out, apparently out of concern for my current situation. While it's understood that some may see this as an act of maturity or care, personally feeling it wasn't the right time or the right lane for that kind of conversation. This isn't about disrespect or drama. We have to genuinely believe in boundaries, especially when emotions and personal histories are involved. Choosing peace and space right now is a priority, and that means not opening doors we are not ready to walk through. Still, no hard feelings, just not today. Bianca Censori is telling Kim outright, girl, mind your business and leave my marriage with Kanye West alone. That's none of your business. We don't care about you, and you're not important in our lives. You're like the ex. That means stay out. Your history. So Bianca Censori found that, oomph to really stand up to Kim. And I'm super here for it because that marriage doesn't have anything to do with Kim Kardashian. And she's sticking her nose right in their business. Now, Bianca continued by saying, imagine your man's ex trying to counsel you on your marriage respectfully. This is not the right step, at least not today. Marriage is not easy. Some days you fight to hold on. Some days you wonder if letting go is the best option. At the end of the day, only two people truly knows what's happening behind closed doors. Now, this is just a fair warning, like Kim. You want Kanye West back. So you think if you go to Bianca and tell this girl or scare her into believing that, hey, things are gonna just get worse. So might as well you divorce this man for your happiness and your peace of mind. I was with him and I can tell you it's not gonna get easier. I think Kim is trying to go into this girl's mind, to persuade her to leave Kanye West. It's not gonna work out in your favor. You need to break up with Kanye because he's just gonna wreck you mentally. I think this is what Kim is trying to do, trying to persuade Bianca Censori that, hey, if you stay with Kanye West, you're going to go insane. Scaring her into believing that Kanye West is a bad person so she could get back involved in Kanye's life. And I think the Kardashians, they have been so mad that Kanye made Bianca Censori power of attorney, and they don't know how to deal with it. They genuinely don't know how to deal with it. So they're trying every route into scaring Bianca you need to go away. I feel bad for Bianca, seeing that she is so young. She started to date Kanye when she was in her 20s, and now she's 30 years old, way super younger than Kim. And to me, Kanye's an elder for Bianca Censori. And Kim just don't want to see Kanye West move on. She wants to see him stuck, hopeless, and very desperate for love. So she wants him to lose Bianca Censori. Mind you, Kim would have divorced this man and walked away, dragged him in the mud when he needed people the most. But I want to hear from you guys. Do y'all believe Bianca Censori was right, to defend Kanye West and reaching out to Kim to tell Kim, hey, leave my marriage alone. It doesn't concern you. And let us know if y'all feel like, Wendy Williams is going to be freed from the shackles of this guardianship. Let us know what y'all think in the comment section. Like this video, engage, share if you care, leave a thought or a comment under the comment section. Follow us on Instagram at the Sips Loud channel, babies. And thank you so much for always sipping with us.